Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing out of turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked off of turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
Good luck. And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network, live tonight from the Lanier National Speedway. It is Monday night, time for the Southern Dirt Racing Series, and it comes to you live tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Good evening, everybody. Phil LaCasse here. Raging Ron Piles alongside, and going to get ready to rock and roll, Ron, what is going to be an awesome night of racing here. Lanier National Speedway, probably one of my favorite tracks in iRacing, and it's going to be a great night for a little bit of street stocks. How we doing, partner?
Yes, they're going to be a lot of fun tonight. Watching the see what's going on here, and so these guys out here burning some practice laps here, getting ready to end practice in about 5 seconds here. Kyle Moyer setting quick time tonight, so definitely going to be a contender as normal. Anywhere Kyle Moyer tends to go, Stephen Moore not far off the pace as well, right there with him in the 73 machine out here. Derek Begenauer setting third fastest time in practice. Jim Revis here as well, another top contender in the top 5 in practice. Casey Brunson fifth, fastest time there, and Terry Joyner outside of that. These guys are going to put on one heck of a show here. We're going to do a heat racing here after the random draw here. So Bill Draw going to set up these heat races tonight. Looks like they're doing 8 laps, and the top 3 going into the feature.
They absolutely are, and it looks like we're getting ready to go racing here tonight live in Lanier as the field starts to populate. Everybody starts to trickle in, and really happy to have you aboard here via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. As Phil's here back at the controls here for another night, and we know we did this last night for the first time, hoping this will go a whole heck of a lot better than it did, but I think I've got a little bit of grasp of it. We're going to get locked and loaded here as heat race number 1 is beginning to parade its way out to the racetrack, getting gridded as we speak, and I'll give it to you, Ron. Why don't you give us our first starting lineup of the evening?
All right, we're going to start off with our Voiles starting lineup for heat number 1. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 10 machine of Jason Salter. Starting to his outside in the second position is going to be the number 40 machine of Jordan Curdy. Starting inside row number 2 in the third position is Eric Eichstadt, the number 12. Outside row number 2 in the 4th position will be the evil one himself, Jim Revis, in the number 21 machine. Starting inside row number 3 in the 5th position will be Stephen Moore in the number 73. Starting outside row number 3 in the 6th position is going to be the 04 machine of Frankie Gonzalez. Starting inside row number 4 in the 7th position will be Big Monkey Rocky Battenfield, as I like to call him, number 97. Starting in 7th. Starting outside row number 4 will be the number 16 of David Blackberg. And bringing up the rear of the field here is Kyle Surratt, the number 18.
All right, there's your field, 9 drivers strong, and let's get ready to rock and roll here tonight. Racing around here, 8 laps, going to be with distance that I believe they're all going to race over, say, top. How many, Ron, we're going into the main?
Top 3, according to the UI here, is the iRacing I flag, green flag is about to drop, and we are racing green flag underway here at the Lanier National Speedway. Tapping off into turn number 1. be Jason Salter, and the number 10 leading us off. It's going to be 3 wide per second between Eric Eichstadt, Jim Revis, and Jordan Curdy. They're going to fade out here two by two. As Jordan Curdy's going to lose a little bit of ground there and fall back to about 5th or 6th position there, as he's still falling back like an anchor on a ship here off of turn 4.
Yeah, he started outside pole, and he's going to drop like a rock, as you said, as we head down the back straightaway and into turn number 3 and 4. For the first time now, we completing lap number 1. Jason Salter going to lead them at the line. Give second to Jim Revis. Eric Eichstadt up to third. Stephen Moore and Fast Frank Gonzalez. That's how they're going to speak of the top 5. But yeah, Jordan Curdy dropped out like an anchor, you said. That was a perfect simile for it. That car really went to the back quick. But Jason Salter, the trash pan graphic machine, he'll lead off of 2.
He's leading off 2. We're working down in the turns 1 and 2, or 3 and 4 at the moment. You're going to see if Jim Revis can dial anything up here to get a hold of Salter. But pretty sure it's kind of single file at the bottom at the moment. Like, not really too much going on at the moment, except for the battles towards the back. They're outside the transfer spot. These guys trying to fight up for a better spot in the consi here in a little bit. Jim Revis going to pull up the back bumper of Salter, see if he can do anything with it here, coming down the front straightaway into turn 1. Not going to do anything there, I don't believe, as we're center of the corner. Revis looked like he pitched the car a little too much to try to get some bite off the bottom off of 2.
It kind of happens there when you try to make it happen there. Look, stuff to the bottom is. Let's go on board there with Jim Revis so we can real quick. Let's go in the cockpit here. Our onboard graphics brought to you by Sheffield Graphics. As Jim's going to bring it down to the low side of Jason Salter through turns was that number 3 and 4. It's 1 and 2 right there. It's right down the back straightaway now. Short shoot into 3 and 4. A great view out the windshield. The cockpit view with number 21 to Jim Revis. He'll continue to ride second, but he'll look back to the low side down at the turn 1.
Looking back to the low side out of turns 1 and 2. He's going to pull up right to the fender. Obviously, they were going to touch there for a second, but I think Jim backed out of it a little bit to keep from doing that. But Jim trying to pitch it around there, try to get that run on him. Not exactly happening here as Salter's running right to the slick on the exit. Looked like to me, I wouldn't want to be in that area, but Salter making it happen through the slick. Revis going to try and make it happen off the bottom of the corner. Working their way into turn 3. Revis has a nose in there, but can he get the pass completed as we're on a white flag lap here?
Looks like as we head down to the line, finishing up here, checker to the air. Looks like heat race number 1 gotta go to Jason Salter. Jim Revis in for 2. Eric Eichstadt, Stephen Moore, Frank Gonzalez, Rocky Batfield. I believe Kyle Surratt, the rest of the group there making up our top 9 as things finding this gang in this business, Ron, things happen really quickly, and I give a new appreciation over these last couple of days for what the likes of Jack True what Todd, and I know you do a lot of controls from time to time, but your home-based stuff, and do a lot for us here coming up, but I get a new, I think I take for granted exactly what it is that you guys do, and man, it's not easy, but we're going to give it a whirl here as heat race number 2 begins to accumulate there as they start gridding trackside. Let's take a look at our Voiles Trucking starting lineup for heat race 2.
All right, looks like starting on the pole here, we're going to have the 631 of Alex Cummings. And to his outside, we're going to have the number 138 machine of Charlie Milner. Starting inside row number 2 in the 3rd position, we'll have Taylor Frost in the 142. And to his outside, Josh Peacock in the number 61 machine. Starting inside row number 3 in the 5th position, we'll have the 725 machine of Marcus Brown. And starting to his outside in 6th position is, well, this is kind of interesting. Race Control is going to be on the speed now. I doubt he's going to be out there, but what it's going to be here is going to be Terry Joyner in the 711. Starting tailback on the field should be the number 111 of Kyle Moyer.
All right, so that'll bring it there. Our 9 cars, as I said, I'm clicking around in some of the buttons and still trying to get a hold of what's going on. And I hope things look all right. They sound okay. I'm going to try to monitor the chat the best we can all night long as well. I see Stars Donations coming in from Ken as I'm trying to monitor the best we can. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Thank you for the Stars Donations, Ken, as we go under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag for heat race number 2.
All right, so we're green flag racing here out of turn 2. We're going to have Alex Cummings out front here. That may change here very shortly as he took the high side through 3 and 4. But looks like he's going to be able to prevail and hang on to that position. Josh Peacock holding on to 2nd. He's running through the middle. A lot of these lines I'm seeing for Lanier is kind of surprising tonight so far. As they're pretty much 3 wide for the lead right now with Alex Cummings on top, Josh Peacock in the middle. Looks like we got Taylor Frost on the bottom trying to make something happen, but he's going to fall in the clutches of Kyle Moyer here, working their way down the front straightaway.
Yeah, they really are having a good battle of it. Peacock down to the low side, Frost down low, Alex Cummings using a lot of momentum up high, and then look right there, Kyle Moyer in the 4th position there. 4 cars over on Blanket, still 3 wide. Who's going to come out in the race lead? They'll still door-to-door off of 4.
Yeah, door-to-door off of 4. Peacock coming to the line. Looked like he might have had it that time by Alex Cummings. Definitely that high side looking like it was going to hang on for a minute, but Josh Peacock making the middle work as well as the bottom. As Peacock now has the lead going down into turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, he peeked out through the middle, give him the race lead, but Taylor Frost's not going to go away. Alex Cummings still digging up high. Kyle Moyer there in the 11 car is looking for running lane. Right now he'll choose the middle. Peacock out to the advantage. Now they'll go 3 deep for second. Oh, Moyer going to roll out of it. I thought he may stay in the middle. Still too wide between Frost and Cummings. They're at it for second. Maybe still fought for the lead as Frost takes a peek to the left rear of a 61 down in turn 1.
Yeah, battle for the lead continues here into turn 1. Josh Peacock still hanging on to it. That yellow cone down there in turns 3 and 4 has been assaulted 2 laps in a row. We'll see if they can keep that up, as these guys are putting on one heck of a show down here. 61 machine of Peacock out front. Taylor Frost going to clip that cone one more time. That's as close as you can get to that wall without putting your nose in it. So these guys definitely pushing their limits here. I've seen them up against the backstretch wall, all the way down against the wall in the middle of the 3 and 4. These guys definitely putting on a show, especially for the battle for second and third right now between Cummings and Frost.
Yeah, this has been terrific since the onset of the green flag. They continue to get out of here. I believe we're going to get 1 to go next time by. So we got 2 to go on the speedway. I believe next time we'll see this time off 3 and 4 start putting that white flag in the air. 1 more trip around for the Carolina Outlaw team. Bulletproof Motorsports Josh Peacock will lead, but that drama sits for second. Frost to the low side. Cummings with the run up high. Who's going to grab second? Looks like Peacock will grab the win.
Yeah, Peacock definitely for the win. Alex Cummings going to grab second. Taylor Frost in for third. Your third and final transfer. Kyle Moyer outside looking in on the 4th spot, and Terry Jr. rounding out your top 5.
And that was a lot of fun right there. Heat race number 2 to its completion. Believe, what do we got? 3 coming out here tonight. Heat race number 3 begins to start getting themselves aligned and assembled. And I'll do the same thing over here and try to give you some, at least a look with the cameras and the pictures as Phil is clicking all these buttons. I think we've got it all set and loaded. Ron, as I get ready for heat race number 3 on the pole with car number 75. That'll be John Wilson alongside in car number 2. That'll be Chris Carman. In row number 2 with car number 188 will be Wes Wiggins, and alongside Wes of the 09, that is Josh Ely. Row number 3, David Moore starting off 5th tonight. He is in car number 99, the 010 alongside. That is Casey Brunson in our 4th and final row aboard car number 86. Derek Fedkenhauer rolling off 7th with Travis Montgomery in the number 45. He'll start alongside in row number 4, so we get 8 drivers out there taking the top 3, and I think we may see a little bit of consolation rounds here tonight. Pretty dang good, strong car count.
All right, guys.
Way to go here for the Southern Dirt Racing Series. It's a great league. I love coming out here every Monday night. Got to give a hats off to our buddy Charlie Milner from Milner Media Design. He's the head admin chair for this league as well, and he's doing some great things over here. Great car count. Racing is always superb.
Yeah, he's done a great job putting this league together as we're working our way down the backstretch here. We're going to take our iRacing I-Flag green flag once the iRacing.com official pace car pulls off, and it is down and away. And we are green flag racing here. Let's go allow the 75 machine and the 22 machine to bring us down. So it's going to bring John Wilson and Christopher Carman down to the stripe. Going to be 3 wide for second back there. It looks like, I thought the Zero Outlaw car back there was about to go around. They're all over the place. So 22 of Carman's going to go around down into turn 3. I don't know if there's going to be a caution for that or not in the heat race, but about to find out. We're just trading paint is doing its thing tonight.
It really is, and it is zooming right along as a couple of cars got together. Chris Carman there almost went around as we look down here to turn number 3 and 4 where we're sitting is
Turtle turn 2.
Oh, we got trouble over in turn number 2 and said still under green, but looks like Josh Ely is going to take the lead here from Casey Brunson in the 10. Third will sit Travis Montgomery. So looks like issues. So Wes Wiggin, David Moore, Chris Carman, all those guys having hiccups. Been a bumpy one in heat race number 3, but Josh Ely, he holds the lead and to hold the low side off turn 4.
Yeah, David Moore unfortunately got a turtle, so we got our first turtle of the night here in heat race action.
Yeah, we got a turtle there, as you said. We don't know if we're going to get a chance to take a look back out there and happen. But David Moore said upside down. That is never good. But you know what's good? We got a good race for the lead. Mr. Brunson, guy's been on fire to open up 2020 so far. He's already got a handful of wins and trying to take a heat race away from his buddy Josh Ely. Brunson down low, but he's got preferred line heading into turn 3.
That he does. I was watching this battle as well. I just happened to catch that out of the corner of my screen when I saw David go for a ride. But yeah, Josh Ely and Brunson definitely going at it here. Brunson definitely down low. Ely trying to run it up to the middle to the high. Looks like he's starting to fade out, but he's able to carry that momentum. But it looks like we're going to start to falter here and back to single file very shortly with the way that these lines are evening out. But Ely is not giving up at all. Working the top side here. 2 to go.
2 laps remaining. Can Josh Ely take it back from Casey Brunson? Case doing a hell of a job down there on the bottom as They're in turns number 3 and 4, and this time greeted off the corner. Starter is going to unfurl that white flag up in the air. One more trip around. Brunson versus Ely. They've been door-to-door throughout this one. They're 1/3/8 mile away, Ron. Who is going to hold on?
Well, it looks like Ely had it at the line last time by. We'll see who can do it this time as we're working right on the back straightaway. One more set of corners into turns 3 and 4. Ely's going to pinch him down a little bit, see if Brunson can make the run off the bottom. Looks like probably Ely at the line. Looks like Ely's going to get it.
Josh Ely taking down the win here in heat race number 3. What a hell of a job right there for that driver, is holding off one of the likes of Casey Brunson, the guy who may be the absolute hottest out there in the street stocks right now. So that'll do it for our heat racing action. So what are we going to? Looks like consolation round coming up next. Is that what I'm saying?
Yep, seeing the consolation round, and they're taking 15 to the feature. One unlucky participant is going home.
Oh man, only one gonna go home. That's gonna be rough. And let's see who is gonna be the unfortunate soul here tonight as we go up to the front row. Let's take a look at our pole sitter for the B main. Car number 73 will start off on the pole tonight. That is Stephen Moore, and alongside of him will be car number 11. That'll be Kyle Moyer. In row number 2, aboard car number 45 will be Travis Montgomery. Sorry, Ron. And Frank Gonzalez alongside of the 04. Terry Joyner rolling off next. He's in the 7-11. Next to Terry will be the number 75 of John Wilson. The big monkey, Rocky Batfield, will start 7th with a 725 of Marcus Brown. Chris Carmen to the 22. And Kyle Stratton, the number 18. That's going to round out our top 10.
In the heat race.
Alright, so starting in 11th position there, we're going to have the number 138 of Charlie Milner himself. Starting to his outside in the 12th position, we'll have Wes Wigan. Starting in the 13th position, inside row number 7 will be Christopher Carman. That's number 22, oh, excuse me, number 16 machine David Blackberg. Sorry, I read the wrong line. Oh, hang on, I might be looking at different stuff. 13, 14. And we have race control in 14th, 15th. Starting in the 15th position, we'll have David Moore in the number 99. I think that rounds out the field.
And Jordan Curdy roll off there, shotgun aboard number 40 car. He will start 15th. As
any reckless
looks like they're already gridded up there.
Deemed to be reckless driving.
It feels like the majority of the crowd has decided to join us here, so I don't believe we're going to send too many cars open. Not one at all. I believe race control will be taking up that spot. So I'm going to guess, Ron, they all may race in the A. If they're out there, they're going at it.
Yeah, race control I saw was in there last, and I was like, well, maybe we're all going to make it.
I believe race control is our buddy Justin Gledhill doing a hell of a job there at the co-chair with Mr. Milner up there. Tubbs doing a great job. It's off turn number 4. Let's go under the iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag. It goes up in the air, and Stephen Moore, Kyle Moyer are going to lead the group of 15 down to the turn 1.
Yeah, Stephen Moore jumped out there and got his nose out there in front of everybody. Came in front of Kyle Moyer and made one heck of a move to get there. We'll see if he can hang on to it here. There's 12 laps of a B feature here to go. These guys are going to be going hard at it for a better starting spot in the A main.
Well, they really are. Fast Frank Gonzalez there in the 4D. He's riding along in 3rd. Terry Joyner is there. Travis Montgomery. Keep an eye on guys like the old big monkey, Mr. Batfield there aboard car number 97. He's going to shake the tree and try to make it dig as he's worked his way already now up to 6th. They may look for more. The problem ahead of him, Travis Montgomery and Terry Joyner, they're door-to-door there for 4th off of 4.
Yeah, as we had a couple of cars get together back there on the front straightaway last lap around. They're about half a track behind now. The 75 machine being part of that John Wilson. The 18 machine of Kyle Surratt got tangled up in that. Looks like the 99 machine of David Moore got tangled up in that as well. So unfortunately for those guys, they'll be fighting over the back half of the field here while this is winding down. Is Stephen Moore out front, lap 5 of 12 this time by. So Stephen Moore definitely in command here so far, but he's got company on his back bumper of Kyle Moyer from the start.
Yeah, Kyle doing a great job as we go. Sheffield Graphics on board with the driver, car number 11, Kyle Moyer. You see him taking a peek down to the low side of Stephen Moore. They go door-to-door there through turns number 3 and 4. And, God, I really dig this way this is whole weekend, Carl. To you looks right. I don't take enough laps out there, but, man, you just kind of get a feel for what they go on behind the wheel. You can hear the throttle on and off. Wicked cool. I'm going to have to try this one day. If I ever give up this directing and broadcasting thing, I have to try driving. Maybe just leave it to you and Todd and Jack one night.
Right?
It'd be a
I
train
love
wreck.
getting out there in these cars. We're halfway through this B feature here, and Steve out there making it look easy, but he's also got that pressure from Kyle Moyer. Kyle Moyer wants to try to make him mess up, get that one better starting position here. I'm kind of surprised that Frankie Gonzalez hasn't been able to put his nose up there and put a say in this show so far.
Yeah, Frank has run down the top two. He's been staying rather game. As this battle between Moore and Moyer is still a good one. But yeah, you look back there, Frank Gonzalez doing a great job holding on in position number 3. You find back and forth. Travis Montgomery's doing a hell of a job hanging on. You got Terry Joyner back there. Rocky Batfield, David Blackburn, a guy who started mid-pack. He's already worked his way up to 7th. Let's take a look at the 16, what he's got going on as he works his way up to the field with now, I believe, 3 laps remaining.
Yeah, they definitely was watching Terry Joyner and Travis Montgomery get together back there. They're coming off the corner. They were trading a little bit of paint, doing some battling there. Kyle Moyer's going to drive the top side of the racetrack through 1 and 2 there. We'll see if he can do anything with 3 and 4 as you go back to the bottom. Stephen Moore trying to stay on the bottom, stay consistent there. I think Kyle Moyer lost some ground there, so I doubt going to the top helped him out any other way. But the tip of the green to the air, 2 to go.
2 more trips around for the driver, car number 73, doing a heck of a job. And I was just back there taking a look at that good 4-car battle. You got Batfield back there, Montgomery, Blackburn, Jordan Curdy on the outside of that one. But off turn number 4 is the white flag. Will go in the air one more time around for the driver, car number 73, Stephen Moore, now with a 2-car length advantage. Looks like maybe unimpeded as Kyle is there. Fast Franks did a great job as well as we come down on the checkered flag off 3 and 4. Stephen Moore will pick up the winner for Moyer, Gonzalez, Batfield, and David Blackburn. I believe he started, 13th of this one, up to a top 5. That's one hell of a run for the 16.
Yeah, that it is. You put on one heck of a show there. All these guys going to move on. Terry Joyner in for 6th, Jordan Curdy in for 7th, Travis Montgomery 8th, 9th Marcus Brown, 10th Christopher Carmen, 11th David Moore, and 12th would be John Wilson, 13th Kyle Surratt, 14th is Charlie Milner.
Is going to get an EOL for
These
that.
guys putting on one heck of a show there, and we'll be moving in. They got a little brief warm-up to finalize some sets, and then we'll be going into a feature time here for 50 laps.
Absolutely right. So it must be time here as we get to our warm-up. What do you say? It's time to pay honor to this great nation, United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to thank Charlie Milner for putting this together, and Kevin Dedman and Dirty Grass Soul with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
right, well, we got to thank Dirty Grass Soul there for the playing of our national anthem. And again, Charlie Milner from Milner Media and Design putting together that great rendition of the national anthem. And so many other great people we got to thank here for getting us out here night after night. We got to thank Team Hard Motorsports, the sponsor of our caution overlay. Our official yellow flag sponsor of the network is Team Hard Motorsports. Also going to thank you to Jeff Brown over at iRacingGuyFlag.com. Boyles Trucking, Brian and Kathy Boyles, thank them so much as well. Do so much for us behind the scenes and a lot of great stuff. Check them out today, Boyles Trucking on Facebook. Also, jmaxstrong.com, JMax Journeys. Check out all they are up to. And thank them, our buddy Tim Cummings, CCM Custom Designs and Engraving, coming on aboard there. JMax Strong there. Thank those guys, are the official instant replay sponsor of the Full Velocity Racing Network. Also going to thank BladeNote.com, simple web solutions powered by nerds. They power the post race show. If you need any kind of web hosting, a VPS server, dedicated server, look no further than our friends at BladeNote.com. Also, thank you to the gang down at the South Texas Speedway, Corpus Christi's place to race. Also to Charlie Milner, Milner Media and Design, Sheffield Graphics, our all-new onboard sponsor. Thank them a lot. Also got to thank Trash Panda Graphics, 3D Racing, the Pit Pass by Katie Dugas, JP Designs, the Cyber Thunder Racing League, iRacing Dirt Painters, and the TDR Racing League. Without all of them, none of this, Ron, is at all absolutely possible at all, as it looks like the gang at the Southern Dirt Racing Series are gridding now a feature event of 50 laps in distance. Let's take a look-see at a Voiles Trucking starting lineup, Ron.
Yes, sir. The Voiles Trucking starting lineup will start off like this. Starting on the inside, our number 1 will be Jason Salter. Racing Jason Salter in the number 10, starting on the pole. And to his outside will be our buddy Josh Peacock in the number 61 machine.
In row number 2 with car number 09, we find Joshua Ely, and alongside aboard car number 21, the evil one himself, Jim Revis, rolls off 4th.
Starting inside, our number 3 in the 5th position will be Alex Cummings in the 631, and to his outside will be Casey Brunson in the number 010 machine.
Row number 4, we find the driver of car number 12, Electric, Eric Eichstadt, and alongside of the 142, Taylor Frost, rolling off 8th.
Starting inside, our number 5 in the 9th position will be D-Fed Derek Beichenhauer in the number 86 machine, starting 9th. And to his outside, Stephen Moore in the number 73 machine, starting in 10th.
Row number 6, we find car number 11 of Kyle Moyer to his alongside. The 4D, Fast Frank Gonzalez, starts 12th.
Starting inside, our number 7 is Big Monkey Rocky Batfield, starting in the 13th position, number 97. And to his outside, David Blackberg in the number 16.
Next scheduled on the grid will be the 7-11 of Terry Joyner, and the number 40 of Jordan Curdy will roll off next.
Starting 17th, Travis Montgomery. 18th will be Marcus Brown, 725.
Rolling off next will be Chris Carmen aboard car number 22. David Moore at the number 99. John Wilson, 75. Kyle Surratt. That's our field. We go under the iRacingGuyFlag.com green flag.
iRacing Guy Flag green flag out. We are working through turns 1 and 2. First lap here, making our way around. Jason Salter going to jump out to the lead. That's going to allow Josh Peacock in the P61 to run in second. We got a pile up looking like coming off the turn.
Oh, they are wrecking yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway. First Team Hard Motorsports yellow flag tonight, and they are wrecking toward the back of the field there. So we'll have to see if we can't take a quick look-see back there and see what may have happened. But first thoughts, Ron? What do you think we saw?
Well, looks like a little bit of checkup there. Eric Eichstadt made a little bit of contact in the 12 machine with, looks like the 631 of Alex Cummings, and that's going to check up D-Fed. D-Fed's going to get in the brakes, and that's going to make, looks like maybe Kyle Moyer get into the 86 machine, and around he goes.
All right, we're going to try to go back there and take a look-see there at our Full Velocity Used to Replay, brought to you by JMax Journeys. Button I'm hitting there just was not showing up with the replay, so I'm not going to screw up any more than I've already got it. I'm going to ask some more questions, pick the guy's brain of what am I doing wrong here with the replays, but Eric Eichstadt was involved there. It just had a tough break for those guys early on. I said, Lanier is a place that always seems like, Ron, will give us a lot of green flag laps and a lot of green flag running, but it seems like in this most recent update, I guess in the last 2 updates, if you will, it took what was always a good, clean racing racetrack in Lanier, and it's kind of brought a lot more yellow than I think it's ever used to. And I want to see it go back to the way it was, because this was always the best track iRacing had, and now you see tracks like Volusia stepped up, Lornaville comes out as great, but this one here was always my picking favorite, and I'm hoping it would get back to seeing a lot more green flag racing. It was hard-pressed to find yellows here for a while.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are getting used to the track being the way it was, and after that change, it's made it go away. As iRacing.com official pace truck is down and away. iRacing high flag, green flag, back out. Jason Salter going to try and lead us back down into turn 1. Looks like he's going to have room to do so. He's going to get back out in front of everybody on that point. P61 and Josh Peacock to the high side, going to try and hold off the evil one himself, Jim Revis, on the bottom. Is the 21 machine going to try and work his way under Josh Peacock into turn 3 and 4.
He's doing a hell of a job working in the bottom. Peacock's up high and all chasing the race leader. Racing Jason Salter with the trash pan at number 10, leads by 2 car lengths, but Revis and Peacock, they continue door to door. You look right behind them, the likes of Casey Brunson looming large. You got Josh Ely back there. They're all getting after it. Peacock now around the outside lane, power move, but he can't hold off Revis to the bottom. What lane do you think is going to be better right now? Looks like low side.
No, right now it looks like it depends on the setup and the gear you got. I'm not 100% sure. I need to go back and check. I'm not sure if this is fixed setup or not. I'm pretty sure it's not, the way these guys are running all these lines.
No!
We're going to have a big contact move off of turn 4. Looked like Casey Brunson got looped into the pit wall. No caution yet, so we'll see what happens here. There's the caution. I was just saying that's got to come out. That's a definite no-no.
I think that may have been, was that the 11 of Kyle? Where that turnaround was that was Casey Brunson to a 10 car. That go wickedly turned around. Now, that was a hard hit to the inside wall, whatever one of those two it was. I think it may have been Case. And, wow, I think that one may be enough to retire the 10 car. That's a tough break, and I'm sure I'll get back to the replay quick enough here under the yellow run. But wow, things happen here in a hurry, and a guy like Casey Brunson, who's been just on fire in the opening of 2020, the car looks like all tore up, and I believe his night may be over.
Well, looking at things here, not exactly sure. I didn't think that had anything to do with Josh Peacock, but Josh Peacock taking the EOL for this, so not certain if he did or not. I kind of want to look at that myself.
Well, I'm not going to risk screwing up a perfectly good stream going on to go back there, as I know we'd like to do that kind of thing, and I really don't want to buck it up, because the last thing I want to do is screw up something that works, and Todd and Jack and Ron here done producing from time to time, take really good care of us, and I'm just here pushing the buttons and trying to keep this thing floating. As said, we're hoping we'll get Todd back here soon with me, hoping we'll get Jack's computer back to running here in a really short period of time. But off to number 4, pace truck is in. iRacingIFlag.com, green flag returns to the speedway.
Yeah, and does the iRacing high flag, green flag come out, like you said there, and have racing Jason Salter back to the point, Joshua Ely to the bottom of Jim Revis, the evil one. We're on the top side now, so a change up in racing lanes here for the 21 of Revis. Is he going to power off into the second position, just barely get around Ely. Ely's going to fall back to third.
Ely back to third. Can anybody do anything with Jason Salter? I guess the best threat right now is going to be from the inside. Jim Revis and Josh Peacock are there. Jim's the one down low, and he may have a running spot there. A pair of former teammates. Seen these guys do it before. They said sling door to door. Revis versus Salter. Who's going to come out of this one off of 2?
Revis putting on one heck of a show here. He's working his way off of 2. It looks like he has the position, but that's racing Jason Salter is still right there at the quarter panel. We'll see. He doesn't quite exactly have him cleared yet, so Revis having to run a little bit down from the wall as Salter's going to get to the wall a little bit down the front straightaway. It's going to allow Revis to speed off of turn number 2 with the lead, but that's also going to allow Josh Ely to try to peek to the inside of Salter. Not quite going to happen this time but we'll check, see if he's going to be able to do that here in a minute, as he's got company from Alex Cummings and they'll get together back there. I don't know if it's going to work out for him.
I think Cummings maybe has bounced it off the fence. I seen him, Eric Eichstadt, come to the bottom. Stephen Moore is in there. And how about the one early on for that number 16 of David Blackburg? If somebody has passed more cars tonight here in Lanier so far, that Team Dirt Warrior number 16 has that thing rolling. He's worked his way now up to, what was that, about 6 or 7. He loses a couple of spots. I highlight him, and he goes backwards. Well, we're going to look for some more good racing back here, Ron, as we look up front. Revis continues to lead over Salter. The race is for third. Ely has it. Eichstadt is there. Cummings. Stephen Moore, our top half dozen in turn 1.
Yeah, Eichstadt definitely wants in there. Cummings is right there with them. Eichstadt trying to get around the Ely machine. Not quite going to happen. Alex Cummings has been a strong piece tonight as well, but he's got company right there with Stephen Moore, as you were saying. They got everybody up here trying to find a way forward at the moment, as we're just shy of getting to halfway of this race. These guys are out here putting on one heck of a show. You know, a couple of cautions that we've had, I think, have been a little astray, but they're not, you know, it's just these guys are getting into the corner a little harder. You can see a little bit right there at believe that was the 18 of Kyle Surratt drove in real hard, and he's got into the back every lap. He's getting into the back of the 16 of Blackbird here recently, so that may be warranting another caution coming here soon with the way that these guys are trying to make room to get around in their line.
Yeah, Kyle is really driving the wheels off the 18, and we take a look back there as him and Blackberg, and also Rocky Batfield, the 97, right in that mix as well as we work off turn number 4. Surratt and Batfield do find themselves side by side, and that's racing for, what is that, positions number 8 and 9. So may not be maybe quiet up front. It's anything but quiet in the back part of the top 10. Rocky versus Kyle, door to door in a 1.
Yeah, Jim Revis setting the pace right now. He's got quite a lead out there. It's not about half a second, but he's definitely putting it out there, and we'll see if Jason Salter or Josh Ely, those guys can run him down. But he's definitely set the pace at the moment. Well, probably 8 car lengths there over second place. They're just putting on one heck of a show out there for y'all.
Yeah, they really are. Jason Salter doing all he can to run down the likes of Jim Revis, and right now Jim's car a little bit fast. So let's go on board the trash pin of number 10. As man, look at the way these things slick it out. Completely sideways. I'm not sure how you drive cars that sideways, run through the corner. I'd be, wanting to turn all the way back dead right and overcorrect myself. How do you guys do this and make it look so dang easy?
It all comes down to throttle control and being able to figure out exactly how much throttle you want to put in it. Just when the track changes, you got to find a line that works for you, or try and hold the car straight to the corner. Is kind of like point and go. Straighter, you can usually drive the car to the corner. It kind of helps you out a little bit on exit. Sometimes straighter than the nose is going through the corner, and you just kind of control the back end of it with the throttle and roll through it like that.
They're doing a hell of a job, and so far so good. 27 laps of 50 now on the board. Jim Revis continues to lead over Jason Salter, Josh Ely, Eric Eichstadt, Alex Cummings, our top 5. 6th we find Stephen Moore. 7th is David Blackberg, Rocky Batfield running 8th, Kyle Surratt 9th, Taylor Frost running in the top 10 until a pesky yellow flag. Team Hart Motorsports yellow flag. What is this? Number 3 finding us on lap number 28. So let's take a real quick look back on here, Ron. I know you'll get it before I do. I'm telling you, you should be having the controls here tonight. I'm slow as could be at this stuff.
I saw it happen, so I'm a little ahead of you already. So went off in the corner a little bit, about center. It was center of 1 and 2 when this happened. We had Eric Eichstadt following Josh Ely around, and Eichstadt pushed up just a little bit, and Ely got a little too loose, and Eichstadt helped finish him off.
I guess when we're racing, things like that kind of happen, and unfortunately contact there between Eric Eichstadt, and that's going to help him go around Josh Ely. Well, I think so. We get the short end of that one. I'm going to assume, and I don't want to assume. Who's getting the EOL for that one? Have we decided?
Eric Eichstadt has picked up the EOL for that. He is going backwards.
All right, he is going to go to the rear of the field, and that is going to be a long way to come through because, there are, 20 cars on the racetrack tonight, and they are all really equally good. So Eric going to go for running in the top 5. That'll drop him back only about 18th or 19th as Marcus Brown is back there. Chris Carver, Josh Ely go back, and now Eric Eichstadt will join them, and he's got really good company back there. Mr. Peacock, who was caught up in that earlier one with Mr. Brunson. Josh only rebounded back to 15th as we go back under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag.
Yep, iRacing iFlag green flag
What's
back
that?
out. Jim Revis, the evil himself, back out front, has that run. Going to be 2 wide per second here. It's between the 10 machine of Jason Salter and Alex Cummings working the bottom. We'll see if he can do anything with it here. As we're going to be 2 and 3 wide back from there. It looks like there's some contact all over the place back there. These guys trying to get at it, try to get those positions, and all battling for the same real estate to get around this racetrack. Right now, it looks like we're going to have another Team Hart Motorsports caution flag back out on the speedway involving, looks like the 75 machine going to be involved in this one. It's John Wilson.
75 car of John Wilson involved, and we'll see if we can't get back here. As glasses on, glass off the head. Can't figure out where they're supposed to go. On, off, on, off. I'm all sorts of out of whack as we try to take a look-see back there at the 75. Looks like John's car all straight, but looks like he definitely wasn't, Ron. He's a subject of our Team Hart Motorsports yellow flag. What is this? Number 4 now, 34 laps in. So John out there logging laps. Is a name I don't know an awful lot about John. I don't know if he's new to iRacing. Have you turned any laps with him? I love seeing new names sprinkle on and off the network, and that's a new one for us.
Yeah, I haven't turned any laps with him per se.
No, he's going to be on the 10.
He might not have been the cause of that. He might have been involved. He flashed out. Somebody was already turned around, so he wasn't the cause there. He's parked over here.
There was a song once, something like, you can't always get what you want. I don't remember the lyrics.
EOL went to Brunson.
Oh, went to Casey Brunson with 10, so Casey back out there what I thought was a junked race car, but I guess he kept it going, and he's trying to make his way back forward, but he's going to go back to the end of the longest line. Running out of laps here as we're 38 laps in. We go back under the iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag up in the air now. Jim Revis, Jason Salter. New complexion up front is in a couple of contenders behind, including Alex Cummings and Stephen Moore. They're door-to-door through turn 2.
Yeah, Jim Revis thought he was going to get tapped and moved a little bit by racing Jason Salter there through 3 and 4, but it didn't happen, so I'm glad it didn't. But I could have sworn that was the way it was going to go. Salter had such a great run to the center of the corner. Right now, Jim Revis has company from Jason Salter as they get real close. I mean, you could barely fit a piece of paper in between them there as they work their way off of 4 once again. There's going to be 3 wide for 3rd, 4th, and 5th back there with Alex Cummings, David Blackburn, and it looks like Stephen Moore. That's going to fade out. Alex Cummings is going to take over 3rd position, but he's going to have company on his back door as well as the battle for the lead still rages on here. Jim Revis to the outside. That's going to put the 10 of Jason Salter on the bottom. Revis going to hang on to it into turn 1.
Yeah, Revis going to hold on to that middle lane. Salter trying to peak low as that continues to go on. This fight for 3rd and 4th on back. So much really a good one there. Alex Cummings, David Blackburn's in there, Stephen Moore, Rocky Banfield. He's starting to shake the olive tree and get back up there. That's in the top 6. Couple of cars coming together for 3 and 4 as if Taylor Frost bounced off somebody back there. Like Kyle Surratt, they somehow kept that thing straight, but it wasn't exactly clean. Another car bouncing off the inside wall. That may have been the Surratt 18.
Yeah, watching those guys at the Calamity Corner off of 4, those guys getting together, fighting over all those positions back there. There was like 5 or 6 spots back there. They were all over each other, but able to keep their cars together and keep them all pointing in the right direction and keep us green flag racing here as we have 8 to go. This time by the stripe for your race leader, Jim Revis.
Jim Revis leads over Jason Salter. This race for 3rd is a dandy. David Blackburn to the low side of Alex Cummings. They almost made contact. If they did it, I'm not exactly sure how. Blackburn by a nose. Cummings going to dig back up high. And we look at the line run. We got 8 laps remaining.
Yeah, 8 laps remaining. It'll be 7 to go here. Jim Revis off of turn 4. About 14 sets of, actually, yeah, 14 sets here to go. Let's see if Jim can hang on to this or if Salter's going to be able to get up there. I think it's been a minute since Jim's won a street stock race here. As we were talking probably about a week ago. Jim and I were talking how we used to be, decent top 5 cars week in, week out. And we've kind of faded to mid back of the pack. These guys have found some speed somewhere, and Jim Revis out here getting it done at Lanier. We'll see just 5 laps to go. Flagman's going to show him the open hand here, this time by the stripe.
Yeah, sure has. 5 more trips around for the driver of the Evil One Graphics, car number 21. Jim Revis leading, but one of the best right behind, racing Jason Salter. 2 guys that have won a whole lot of street stock races here over the last couple of years, but that's 2 of the best up front. Salter going to look back down low. You know these 2 guys have all the respect of the world for each other. It's going to be as clean as can be. I don't think it's going to take a mistake right now. Jim's not making it, but it's going to take Salter a mistake from Revis to maybe make that way around the outside. Because I'm not sure if it's going to get him high or get him low. Jim's just not moving an inch. He is just doing a hell of a job.
Yeah, watching Jim's line and watching what racing Jason Salter's doing, and they're 2 different lines. Trying to figure out. Jim's got his figured out where he wants to be, where he needs to be, and where to hold the car at. Racing Jason Salter looking for that hole to squeeze his nose and just to try to get enough of an edge here, make it around Jim Revis's tip of the green to the air. 2 to go for your race leader.
2 more trips around for the driver of car number 21. And they got lap cars up ahead, so lap traffic may become a roll here as we work in a 3 and 4. Lap car going to go all the way up against the wall. Looks like try to get out of the way. Not really too many places to hide. Revis down low. 1 more trip around. Can he hold off Salter?
Oh, Salter gonna give him the "Hey, I'm here. How you doing?" bump on the white flag lap down the back straightaway, and I believe it might have been just enough to give Jim a big enough gap to pull the lead. We're gonna be off at turn number 4. Jim Revis is gonna win here this evening with Jason Salter coming in 2nd. 3rd will go to David Blackburn in the 16. 4th will go to Alex Cummings. Rounding out your top 5 will be Rocky Battenfield.
Jim Revis taking down a big win here tonight at the Lima Volusia Speedway Park as we try to get some of the buttons here to see what's going on. And let's try this one, Phil. Let's see if this one works here. Race results. Let's see if that will drop it down. There we go. Jim Revis picking up the win over Jason Salter, David Blackberg, Alex Cummings, our top 4. Rocky Betfield finish up 5th. Stephen Moore, Kyle Surratt, Taylor Frost, Kyle Moyer, Josh Peacock running in our top 10. Casey Brunson rallied all the way back there, Ron. He finishes up 11th. 12th for Frank Gonzalez, Derek Fedgenhauer 13th, Josh Ely 14th, Jordan Curry 15th, Travis Montgomery will end up 16th tonight with Chris Carmen, Marcus Brown, John Wilson, Eric Eichstadt will finish up 20th. Tough break for Eric tonight. 21st, I don't think we started 20. We only started 20, so 20 took the green flag, and we'll see if we can't get a Discord here shortly, Ron, and talk to the big winner, Jim Revis, and the rest of the top 3 next in the post-race show.
Yeah, looks like Kyle Surratt starting 22nd to 7th will be our hard charger tonight.
Hell of a job by those guys there. So what we're going to do next, folks, we're going to jump over to Discord. We're going to see if we get to talk to all of our top 3 next live on your source for esports racing post-race show coming up next. Back here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network post-race show, brought to you by BladeNo.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Bring us today's big winner, Jim Revis of Victory Lane. A second place run will go to Jason Salter. I believe he was our top 3rd finisher here tonight. Ron, you have to move some traffic here in Discord if you can, or do I need to do so?
Alrighty, well, I made my way down here. We'll see if I can do that. But looks like 3rd place finisher tonight being the number 16 of David Blackberg, and you're probably have to move him down here because I can.
Right,
no whisper target found.
I can't get him into the booth, Ron, so you have to jump upstairs real quick and say, hey, guys, come down here and join us. I cannot move nobody. So we'll pause for a second. Ron will get these guys all figured out. I should apologize. Trying to get all my stuff figured out over here and more screens that I know what to do with. But, hey, I think we're ready to rock and roll. Let's go to post-race round. Let's talk to our top 3. You got David Blackberg.
Yeah, David Blackberg down here, and a great run here tonight. 3rd place finish coming up for you. Great run by everybody out there, Jason Salter and Jim Revis as well. I've seen you trying to run them down. How about taking us through your night, getting you up from 14th up to your 3rd place finish?
Well, I started out and I didn't get any practice in. I had to hook my computer up and pretty much jump in and race. So I didn't really get to turn many practice laps. Had a terrible heat race. I think I finished last or second to last. Decent B main, but the feature of the car was just a rocket. Just rolling the bottom, passing whatever, giving me room on the bottom.
Oh, and you definitely were out there giving it your all there. Saw you getting watched you do some battling with Alex Cummings and Rocky Battenfield and Stephen Moore there. You guys had one heck of a battle back there going on for multiple laps. You would actually prevail and take that away from them and work your way up to 3rd. But congratulations on a 3rd place finish, and we'll let you hand you the microphone. Let's thank whoever it is that makes it possible to be competitive here in the iRacing simulation.
I got to thank Team Dirt Warrior first of all, we got a pretty badass set for Lanier, and it's been working better and better every time we come here. We tweak on it a little bit more and more. I thank you guys for the broadcast. Ike's Dead Raps, my girlfriend Holly for being out there and supporting me, watching every night, and that's about it.
Alrighty, yeah, definitely family on that is a big one. It takes a lot of time out of the day to do what we do here, both on the announcing, broadcasting, and on the racetrack. And ladies and gentlemen, congratulations once again, David Blackberg, for a third place finish here tonight.
Thanks. Oh.
All right, we'll let David go, and we'll see if we can't catch up with tonight's second place finisher, and that was Mr. Jason Salter, who I believe, Ron, you're going to run down there and catch up with the driver of the 10 car. Came really short of this one. I thought he had a piece to win, but he lost another one to Jim. I'm sure he's going to be a little bit upset about that or pleased by that. It's been a while since he's lost to Jim.
Yeah, I caught up to the number 10, Jason Salter down here racing. Jason kind of a little perturbed at the moment. He gave a little bumper to the back of Revis there at the end, and just wasn't enough to. I think it slowed him down more than it helped him. But I'm gonna hand the microphone to Jason and tell us about your night.
Yeah, I was hoping that Jim said something about he had to check up for that lap car, and I was like, I wish he checked up a little bit more. That would help a lot. But the car, it didn't feel that great there at the beginning of the race, but towards the end, it really started to come to life. Really started to have the feel in it that I was looking for, and just ran out of laps.
Yeah, it looked like you definitely had a setup that was coming in. The more the track got slick, so slicker she got, the faster you were getting, and Jim was kind of in the same boat. But it seemed like you were reeling him in, and your setup was dialing in a little bit better than his. His might have been fading a little bit at that point in time, but you guys definitely put on one heck of a show. And it was fun for us to watch up here. So I'm going to hand the microphone back to you and let you thank whoever it is that makes it possible for you to be competitive here in the simulation that we got. We spend so much time and effort in.
I'd like to thank X91 Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Tubbs for putting on his league with Southern Dirt Series. Just everybody out there watching. Really appreciate it.
Alrighty, congratulations, Jason, on a second place finish here at the Southern Dirt Series. So hopefully we'll see you back here next week and another podium.
Hope so.
All right, well, there he is. Second tonight for racing Jason Salter. We'll let him go, and we'll take a little. We've already made our way down here to BladeNo.com, Victory Lane, and we find an old friend down here, Jim Revis, finally back to Victory Lane on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Could it be so? Welcome back, brother.
Hey, I finally made it back. And not in a third place or second place. I finally got a win. I guess I ain't old and washed up, just old.
All right.
No whisper target found.
You said it.
Found.
You said it, not me. You said it. Yeah, there we go. I got too many things I'm pushing. You said it, not me. You're the old guy. I'm the guy still trying to figure these dang controls out. I've got so many things jacked over here. It's ridiculous. But track was really good all night long. And once you got up front, man, I think Jason was waiting for you to make that crucial mistake to give away a win. And you just didn't make that mistake, man. How much does that attest to all the laps you've run around here at this track over the years? This place has been feast or famine to you, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's either feast or famine, and with Jason behind you, man, you can't make a mistake. If you make a mistake with Jason behind you, he's going to capitalize on it and take that spot away. And with the track as black as it was, not really used to it, so I did a bunch of tweaking to my setup to get me some more bite in it coming out. And dude, it was on rails for the first three quarters race, and there at the end, if we'd win any more laps, I'm pretty sure Jason probably got me. It was starting to go away.
Well, Jim, you did a hell of a job out here tonight. You put the Evil One graphics machine back here live on Victory Lane at the Full Velocity Racing Network where you're supposed to be, brother. So I'm very happy to hand you the mic one more time and salute the crowd. But these get harder and harder to come, it feels like. The competition gets better and better. Well earned tonight, buddy. Take this one away. Thank the group, and celebrate this one a while.
Thank you, Phil. First and foremost, man, Team Dirt Warrior, I got to thank them. We've been working on sets nonstop throughout the week for whatever track we're at. And without them banging back and forth with sets, figuring out little tweaks and stuff there, we wouldn't be near as fast as we are. I got to give a shout out to BladeNo.com, Junk Fabrication, 72 GJ Man Racing, you guys for broadcasting, Eichstead Wraps, iRacing Dirt Painters, E1G, and I gotta give a big shout out to my other sponsor that I always forget, The Boss. And Phil, you know who The Boss is? I believe so. Would be Mindy Eichstadt.
Yes, you never, ever, ever can forget the boss. She's a good one. We love Mindy. She takes good care of all of us.
Well, if I don't have the stuff wrote down, I forget. So now I got it wrote down on a piece of paper so I don't forget. That shit happens when you get old.
Yeah, you're telling me about it. I forget more and more every day. Congratulations, buddy. Great win. Awesome job tonight. Let's do this again. Let's do this again Wednesday. What do you say?
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, I got to thank SDRS too for putting it on. Tubbs for putting this series on, man. I almost forgot all about Tubbs.
Yeah, we can't forget about Tubbs. So
no, can't forget about Tubbs, man.
No, Charlie's a great egg. Takes really good care of us here at the network as well. Jim Revis, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's a big winner here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Rana, a job well done by him, and this is a pretty dang good race. Lanier, I was hoping to give us a good race, and it sure did.
Yeah, that it did. Minimal amount of cautions, a couple hiccups here and there, but with the way the track was and the way the drivers are putting it down, it was bound to happen. So, good job. Pat on the back for all the drivers. Pat on the back for all the fans out there that tuned in tonight in the Full Velocity Racing Network, and kudos to all the sponsors and stuff for backing us up and backing up this great league.
All right, it was a lot of fun to do here tonight, and let me get to the button over here. Hold on, this one. This button here, that one will work. We got to work on that. We got to get voice activation for this thing or not. Push to talk is real difficult, pushing all these buttons at once. But congratulations here to all the gang at Southern Dirt Racing Series. Congratulations on Jim Revis on the win. On behalf of all of our great sponsors, and there are many, so let's make sure we give them some love now. We're going to thank Team Hard Motorsports, iRacingGuyFlag.com, Voiles Trucking, JMax Journeys, BladeNote.com, the South Texas Speedway, Milner Media and Design, Sheffield Graphics, Trash Panda Graphics, 3D Racing, the Pit Pass by Katie Dugas, JP Designs, the Cyber Thunder Racing League, iRacing Dirt Painters, and the TDR Racing League. For Ron Piles, Jack Truin, Todd Stanton, all the group here behind the scenes at the Full Velocity Racing Network, making this guy try to look and sound good, man. This has been a tough 2 nights. Thankfully, Todd will be back at you Wednesday night here on the controls, but we'll see you back here live next time on your source for esports racing. Good night, everybody, from the Lanier National Speedway.